Knicks are doing now to be, I mean, honestly, obviously started a little bit in your days when you were there and then through the 90s and kind of felt like we were never going to see it again.
Yeah, it's almost like we're starving for this success because it's been a long drought. We've tempted with success, and this team, I think, starting with last year, captured the toughness that they have. And I think Brunson is the start of it all because everybody admires him so much.
What do you like about, I guess, the style they play, the way they play, the toughness, the resolve? I guess some of the things that you see that impresses you the most about this team?
Well, I think if they can stay close in the fourth quarter, you almost feel like they're definitely going to win. Brunson has the ability. I've never seen a 6'1" guard have that ability to get any shot he wants at the 2-point range. You know, normally if you see Clyde Frazier do it at 6'5", 6'4", you can understand it with a pullback jumper in the lane. But Brunson's just amazing how he gets a shot off.
What do you think about Indiana? Because I feel like they got a little bit of your DNA in terms of they can play really fast, they can press, they can do all these things. They have a deep bench. I guess how that kind of matches up maybe with a slower tempo Knicks team.
Yeah, this is a tough series. It's tougher than people would think because they don't maybe have the cachet of the Celtics, but this is a very tough matchup. And Rick Carlisle's, I coached him, and he's as good a basketball mind as there is in a game. So it's a tough, thank God we have Tibbs because it's a tough battle.
You kind of touched on it. I think people maybe, Boston was this hill to climb. You beat the champs, and they were the ones. And I think maybe a couple people are sleeping on Indiana. But, I mean, is there an emotional aspect to you beat, the team to beat, and now you got 2 more rounds if you want to get where you want to go?
Yeah, and the Knicks aren't great at home.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's amazing the NBA is so different than college in regards to the home court's not as strong as college. In college, if you're a good team, you're going to win 80 to 90% of your home games. We didn't lose this year at home. So it's so different in the NBA, and that first game is so important.
It's kind of led over. St. John's has this amazing March. Knicks are having this amazing spring. It's been decades since we've seen it. To be a part of this, what has it been like for you? Because obviously it wasn't like this when you got here.
No, it's great. I've always grew up a Knicks fan, and obviously being an assistant, being a head coach, seeing Patrick and Gerald Wilkins the other night was awesome for me. So it's magical run. I hope they get to the finals. I hope we win the whole damn thing. It'd be awesome.
It's a cool thing with the alumni, right? Bernard is there, and the guys from the 90s. For you to see some of these guys that you coached 30-something years ago, what has that been like for you?
It's great. I was inducted in the Hall of Fame with Bernard King, and I was assistant coach when he was leading the NBA in scoring. And I always remember Bernard won every MVP in a game, and he would come by the plane and give me there was only one assistant back then. Richie Adebayo was on the road, and I was on the bench, and he'd give me his award. And he's a great guy. I never, ever forgot. I think the young fans today don't understand how good Bernard King was.
For you, the offseason, how's it been for you guys? Obviously, you guys have made a lot of big moves, and what is the rest of the...
Yeah, we've got 10 new players, but last year I thought we were one of the top 2 teams defensively in the nation. This year I'd like to combine offense with defense, so I think we've got a hell of an offensive team.
Year 3, does that make it easier? Just, guys understanding. You've got new guys, but I mean, just what you want to do here?
I think in terms of what takes place off the court, it's easier. What takes place on the court is the same every year.